like, comment, subscribe. So, hit the notification button. No further go like that. And share with family and friends.
You like?
Yep.
What about your breakfast? You love Thomas?
Okay, guys. So basically, I have entrusted each and every part of making this character to my friends. Those crucial parts.
Facebook, Twitter,
YouTube. Wyatt.
Quiet. No, I'm not gonna be quiet.
I didn't say quiet. Wyatt. With the character's resistance.
You're gonna have to do half
Cyber.
You're gonna have to do half pizza.
Okay. The character's attribute. Ice. With the character's path in life.
Hey, I've never done this before.
As well as him with the clats.
What do you want? I don't want to do 4 this time.
Okay.
Okay?
But since then. What?
You just said the apple.
No, I said but.
Ooh.
What?
You said it again.
No, I'm not saying fuck, I'm saying but.
Oh, okay.
And I can say the F word.
Take 2.
I have no idea what that is, Saib.
You know I love you. Hey, did Jesse send that?
Yes.
How much you spent?
50.
I didn't think you were going to spend 50. You got the best gift ever.
Well, basically, if again, so the game didn't go on sale today, which again, thank you every GD and gods.
What game did you get?
Gods.
Cards?
Thank you, gods of Asian,
No, what game
Greek,
did you get?
Greek notes. Even you count the gods.
You're almost as tall as ceiling.
Well, putting Ghostwire Tokyo on sale.
Bye.
I just told you.
Tokyo?
Ghostwire Tokyo.
Ghost Rider Tokyo.
No, Ghost.
Rider.
No, not Wild though. Wild.
Ghost Wild.
No, Ghost.
Wild.
W-I-R-E.
Ghost where?
No, not well. W-I-R-E.
Wow. Okay.
So I basically have to do is use a randomizer.
Why?
To the wheels.
Wait, what system did you buy it for?
And only on one system.
Oh, this one?
Mm-hmm.
So why did you use around?
And then...
Is this what you're playing right now?
No, I'm playing Biomutant.
Mario Region?
No, Biomutant!
Biomutant.
So let's get the wheel out, folks.
Ooh. This is looking good already. Should I do like 10 minutes, right?
So since Ken didn't sing it, class is...
Okay.
Encode your DNA.
No, I don't find you cast. I couldn't get casted. No, when you got casted. Rory, where are you? Good morning, sister. Day off, right?
No, I have to go to work. I'm trying to sleep.
You guys are making noise.
I have tomorrow off.
Oh, I thought you said you had Wednesday off.
And that's why I'm trying to be as quiet as possible. Oh, we forgot to do the breed too.
I like this game.
Save. I see. I did pick it up.
Define genetic structure. Choose a genetic resilience. Choose your first star.
Okay.
Pick your main color. Choose your detail color. Pick your main color. Choose your detail. Pick a class.
Let me go check on your bacon.
Mercenary. Deadeye. Commando. Psychic. Saboteur.
What?
Sentinel.
I think it's a go. Let me know if I can cook it a little more, okay?
Okay. And our class will be spin the wheel.
I'm gonna put some more in there, okay?
Cypher.
So we're basically going for dark sci-freak. Okay.
Cypher chosen. That'll work. Here's somebody with a troubled past, drawn into the spotlight of a story that's already begun.
I haven't tried yet.
Oh yeah. Tell me I need to cook it a little longer.
It's good.
You want me to cook it a little longer?
No.
10 minutes is good.
Mm-hmm.
That chewy of it.
We're already at a crossroads. Choosing a path in life is that fork in the road where you make a choice or simply stop living.
I need to clean it before I talk.
But for you, it's not only a crossroad, but a choice.
Allow me to introduce myself. I'm the dark side of you. Your inner voice, to be precise. An echo of the balance and consequence of your actions as you move forward.
So glad you realize who you really are. Let's keep to the bright and better path moving on.
You can't contradict yourself like that. You made the right choice to begin with. Why would you change your mind?
Because you can't deny what's deep within your heart. Sometimes a thought is just a thought. In the end, it's the way you act that counts.
Remember, this is just the beginning of the
They
end.
both look like
Eventually,
Pokemon.
it'll be my way.
Because
or
it
the
isn't.
highway.
I know, but I said they look like Pokemon.
No, you said it doesn't look like Pokemon.
I said they look like Pokemon, but they're not.
Guess left can be right sometimes. Stories of death and the bodies left behind. A reminder that we're at the mercy of nature and the one that preys on others. Do you remember the beast that shattered your family? Or did you choose to forget? You turned your back on our world and got lost in your own. Meanwhile, the predator only grew stronger.
Eat my sense of feeling. Nothing. Yeah.
Better make a run for it. This is not the time nor place to end this story. to run and live to fight another day. Let us hope you're ready for it when it comes. The predator isn't the only threat. The wildlife started to mutate when the end of days began, and the tree of life started to die.
Oh, that sounds good.
Not more cooking.
Guys, I could trust. So, but yeah.
I have more cooking, okay?
Okay. See if there's anything in here. A waist strap in the toilet. How the heck did that get there? This world is more wackier than a Kirby world.
The oil sludge is everywhere. To most, it only means death, but some have adapted to the new environment, showing evolution has its ways.
You don't have anything. It's gonna be done in a fist. through the sun. I sought the sun. I sought the sun and the sun won. I sought the sun and the sun won. I sought the sun and the sun won. I can see it here.
Look, an emergency box from the once was. A rare sight.
Cobber. We got a cobber. Folks, we basically, basically, to make health from Half-Life now. We have the almighty crowbar.
That pipe looks weak. The claw bar should come in handy.
It's a crowbar, not a claw bar. Well, I thought that would be falling through a pipe. Till today.
Whoa. It's time to find a way out of this place. No, really, I mean it. The Morks produce biomatter in their molecules that they shock under the stress. Blobs that affect the cellular coding strands of any living being when absorbed, including you.
Booyah.
Toxanol built vessels called arks to save themselves from the impending doom. But was it too late? It is only from the flight logs of the single ark they left behind that we know other arks traveled through the sky and beyond. It seems those that came before us never lost hope in finding a new home for their kind. Needs a key. Locked, but good. Someone locked it solid. Definitely not open. Bolted shut. Need a key.
My psychic powers tell me I need to move and adjust some of these to give it power.
There are few records of the chain of events that led to the big apocalypse eons ago, but it's clear the world wasn't prepared for how recklessly the Toxanol Corporation would make its mark on the world. Their rare earth mining and nuclear industries generated tons of waste, and without consideration for the future, they dumped it all in landfills until they ran out of space. That's when they made the big mistake. They began dumping the toxic waste in the surf just off the coast instead, assuming that it would sink and decay with time. And they were right. But no one was prepared for what was about to unfold. Once in the surf, the radiation interfered with the genetics of the wildlife and created bizarre mutations in their offspring. It had an inconceivable impact on biodiversity and the entire ecosystem. The world as they knew it crumbled as nature retaliated. It would never be the same again, and what remained of it became ours.
Wait, was that why it was locked? I mean, this is a freaking way. This is an outdated attack. Was the reason to why this was locked? Okay.
The sound of spark metal going pew-pew is never a good thing. It's coming from behind that door. A warning label. The box looks like a potential brain melt.
Wait. This thing looks pink. not intenso. It meant to look well.
It's going to take a bit of puzzling to short-circuit the door. Just a few moves left. Make them count. There you go.
Oh well.
The wheeled one is outnumbered. You'd better help him out.
Eat my fist of fury. I'm going monk style on ya.
Things end. Right between the eyes. That's the last of them. Let's talk to the wheeled one before backup arrives.
No.
He wants to thank you for taking his side against the scavengers. He sounds familiar. You just can't figure out why. He presents himself as out of date. He knows he's way overdue, but he hasn't given up. He doesn't seem surprised that you don't recognize him. You were just a child back then, the night everything changed. There have been rumors of a one-eyed Ronin seen outside the Great Wall, and he's happy to see it's true. The legend of the one-eyed child that grew up as an outcast is old and sad. The child could have been anyone, but the evil it had fled had left a mark, a facial scar to remember the past. There's no doubt you're the child, and that what Lupa Lupin did to your village, your Muma and Popsy, was the beginning of the end. He says it has taken you a long time to bring the past back up to the present, to find your way back, but he's grateful you have. It was after the attack that the unity fell apart. Your Muma's disciples divided and formed tribes as a reaction to the blight that had fallen upon the land. Had it not been for the Tree of Life, no one would have survived. He hopes you at least remember the tree.
Okay, I'll do.
Asks if you are tired, as it's a bit of a hike here from the village. He wonders if your Muma knows you are here. You're such a good child, so you probably did. Even the young forget. He understands why you came all the way out here, to see them, the potato people. The potato people, or Nono, are a wonder, somehow interlinked with this little tree here, fueling its source of life. You might be right. Like potatoes, they're packed with energy, an excellent source of ki. The Nono prefer to hide in glitter grass. He says you should get over there and ruffle it. See if you can make one come out of hiding. You found one. You should be proud. They don't come out for everyone. The Nono's ki energy is just what the Pensai needs to complete its cycle and grow into a tree of life. Only time will tell. At least his intention is to dedicate his life to it. He has the feeling the fate of the world depends on it. You'll need to support the tree for a long time to come. The only way it'll grow tall is with the burst of ki released from the Nono as they become one with the tree. You'll need a net to catch the Nono, and he wants you to use his, but asks you to be gentle. The Nono are sensitive beings, an embodiment of ki, the primal energy.
Get back here, you mama.
You handle that net like you've never done anything else. He's impressed. One day, he hopes the tree will have grown tall enough to sustain the world. But today, your focus is getting this one to become one with the tree. Now that you've seen the Nono's connection with the tree with your own eyes, you have no reason to doubt. From this day on, he'll make nurturing the Pensai into a tree of life, a life goal, not only for our village's sake, but for all of us, everyone. One day, the land won't be as peaceful. Not even your Muma will be able to protect us. He says you'd better hurry back to the village before your Muma comes looking for you. You did good here today. No, she's got lots on her mind and needs rest after the raid last night on the Lupin camp with her disciples. Wonders if they let the Predator family live or not. He lost you there for a while, but no memory is alone. It's part of a trail you can follow. He says he remembers every single day he devoted to growing the tree of life, but now he's afraid it might be in vain. The tree started to die when the end of days began, and it wasn't long after that that the World Eaters arrived. Records tell of the ruinous devastation the Toxanol Corporation inflicted on the land. The apocalypse sparked a re-evolution, the second coming, and our lineage. His friend Gizmo is working on a Mekton and needs help defeating the Jumbo Puff at the end of the West Route. Wiz is still repairing his octopod to confront the Merc Puff that dwells deep down under the surface at the end of the Northwest Route. Nocco has tamed the midget and is preparing to take on the Hoof Puff at the end of the East Route. Finally, Goop is almost done with the Goo Glide, a machine able to ride the waves of the surf all the way out to the Porky Puff at the end of the route to the southeast. Out of Date says his friends are gearing up to stop the World Eaters. There's one at the end of each route. The road ahead won't be easy, but he's counting on your support. His friends aren't strong enough to end this on their own. He wants
Sorry
you to
for accidentally
understand
making you.
that you'll all die if the tree
Or being
isn't
too loud.
saved. Regardless, you'll meet
That's
again
why I was trying
once
to
you've
talk
played
in
your
that
part in the
more
trial
quiet
and
voice.
the situation with the World Eaters.
Yeah, like this. That's why I was talking like this. So it won't basically try and whip you.
You're getting ahead. Quickest way out is through the roof where they came in, and the rope looks strong enough to climb.
Loot. No loot. It goes out my butt.
Know that the Tree of Life is dying. Its days are numbered. Without help, it can't endure the environmental change and assault from the World Eaters.
Woohoo!
A signpost maps it out for the cartographically challenged.
Time to map it out, folks.
Let's see.
What the fuck is that thing?
That must be the World Eater that chewed off Out of Date's leg. You'll need a hatchet to bring that down. Look, a survivor. Glad to see someone made it out. He's heard the
He's
stories about the terror inflicted by the world
What's that
eaters to
thing?
other enclaves, but never expected one to come all the way here. He worries there won't be much left to save if this continues, even if the Tree of Life survives the attack. He doesn't know what your connection is to this place, but something tells him you've stayed true to your heart. Anyway, he needs help and says it's by your actions you'll be judged, not by your intentions. He can't understand how you do such a thing. He won't make it out of here on his own.
Good work, clever cogs. Let me guide you into the dark.
I always like the darkness.
Seriously? I always thought better of you than that.
And you will not. There's always more dark than light.
There's still time to turn back.
They're already heading down my road.
Side point of that.
There's out of date again. He must have missed something important. Out of date knows you'll make a better stand against the world eaters with the support of a tribe, and there's two nearby. The Jagni tribe is likely to be your primary choice as they seek to become omnipresent and, most importantly, feared. Regardless of who you choose, it won't be easy, as the conflict between the tribes is worse than ever, teetering on the brink of war. The Myriad's conviction to stop the World Eaters began when the Leviathans rose from the depths of the surf. Siding with the Myriad's movement for wholeness in a fragmented world might seem like the logical thing to do, but is it the right thing? One thing's certain, though. Destiny arrives all the same. The Jagni tribe only ever had one conviction, to bring balance to the world by wiping out the weak. They believe a cleansing is necessary to restore the world, and want to let the World Eaters bring down the Tree of Life. But siding with Jagni isn't necessarily a bad thing. Fate will find a way. Out of date says someone needs to break the stalemate and shift the balance of power to either Jagni's or Myriad's side. He believes the tribe Cephus, Jagni especially, will listen to you and expects you to pay at least one of them a visit and play your part. He'll be waiting for you beneath the Tree of Life if you lose track of what you need to do.
My mate. How's this play? Ghost. Wild
Another
dog.
folk or the motor bridge.
High ground.
It's a bridge. Just get over it. destroyed this area, muddied up what used to be muck, as if it wasn't bad enough before the tribe war began.
Ooh, got pipe buttons. So what am I? Am I a Lombax? Is this like how Ratchet and Clank starts? Like, is this game basically meant to be Ratchet and Clank before it was even Ratchet and Clank? I'm actually curious, because like, okay, if Biomutant has as big as this dude, I wonder if someone has actually took the time to basically create Ratchet and Clank in this game. Cause that'd be like the ultimate meme. Because it'd be like, Ratchet basically is trying to survive an apocalypse throughout Clank. It'd be like, what if you take Ratchet and put him into the freaking MFing Fallout world? That Lombax has way more stuff to be scared of in Fallout. That says it has way more stuff that wants to kill the player. So like, it's be like, he has to survive. And basically have to use his skills and modification of weaponry to survive. Especially in this game.
That's the Jagni tribe's fort. Their friendship can be a blessing or a curse. It's up to you. You're either a part of their solution to the tribe war, or part of the problem. Let's see.
Boa. 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 Yahoo! Where's the little quizzles. Oh! I'll be right back.
Okay guys, I'm back. And I'm ready. Then results are go. Let's go to the moon. I want to see the moon. Ooh, nice. Also, I have like an idea for a blanket. So basically, is like this, okay? Hear me out. Is basically a blanket with like freaking MFing being stuff like heating and cooling, but also sweat absorption properties, as well as like it's made from material that can keep you cool and warm, as well as basically grip to the body like it was a gamer's glove. To help with keeping you warm and cool. It can even have like a charge, so basically it's like a charging system. To basically, the more you move around it, the more kinetic energy it absorbs when you're asleep. Now this blanket only absorbs kinetic energy, so it can charge, and it will only basically absorb it like when you actually are asleep. So when you basically are asleep, it will activate the charging system. It starts charging off of your kinetic energy.
Let's see.
Which will then do is our to function. I'm thinking of it also being able to have certain other things too. That it will use some of the charge, like it can be also be used as a wireless charger for your phone and tech. While also being able to be used it for other stuff.
Better beware,
How's
that's a monkey
that?
up ahead. They were hit hard by evolution, the wonky ones especially. Formed and well, let's
Okay, let's go
buffer than ever.
upgrade that again. Okay, now there's one ability that we should get. But it seems like we can't get it just yet.
Let's get Moth Mouth. And let's upgrade our heat anti-heat. Size power. Let's get Blink. Might be under that. But actually, let's save it because it might be free. That I need.
You're absolutely right.
Take that, you little. Take that, you big Oompa Loompa. That's why I call it an Oompa Loompa. Yeah, you're not so scared when I let you down. You're not so scary now that you're down, you big Oompa Loompa. Who's the big man now, huh? That little chump. Don't underestimate me. I might be small like a gremlin, but I am strong like an ox. And I got cool powers, too. I got my skin and all with it. I'm basically like Iron with Ratchet from Ratchet and Clank. I'm Ratchet Fits. So, to those who don't know, don't read comics, so basically what's seen Iron Fist will play Ratchet and Clank. Ratchet and Clank is... So Ratchet from Ratchet and Clank is a Lombax whose main weapon, before he gets any of its ranged weapons or explosives, is an Omni-Lens, which is a lens that basically has more than one use. It can be used as a boomerang, it can be used on bolts, it can be used as a hammer. It's basically a tool
Will they be friends?
that can basically be used for a lot of functions. It's has multiple uses. Anyways, he's basically a Lombax that basically does what that's basically the last Lombax. Well, apparently, as we told. But when his whole time ways is actually trapped in a different dimension. And I don't know much about the Hotayo Whip Apart thing. Since I haven't played it yet. I also haven't played Ghostwire Tokyo, but I don't want to be too much spoiled about Whip Apart, as I'm probably going to stream that for you guys. Now, I did basically say I will expand upon, like I will reveal more about goals. What the heck? Is the garden I was speaking of in the post I made in the community tab? Yes, we have a community tab. Yes, my first post was a bit vague. with, and was basically letting you guys know that be revealing mode to you guys. For right now, you may have noticed. If you haven't, then whoa, lucky for you guys if you haven't noticed. Don't know how you didn't notice it, but basically, if you have, then good for you. But right now, the only crew member that is basically on YouTube is Kin. He's a great fan, a good person, and basically our goal is, well, to have, I'm going to, from that, there's also other slots open, that might, and basically, well, our goal is, oh, it's pretty simple.
Right way to change attitude.
Okay? Become famous. Provide hope for the people. Be a beacon of hope for the people. Try and basically make this world a better place for everyone. Now, going from that to our catchphrase, our saying, our mantra is never give up. As well as I feel the phone and let ride this on, okay? Now the Let's Ride this on, like I said before, I came up with the idea of it when I was younger. This was way back when I started playing Unison League. I did a whole entire stream talking about this. So I recommend checking that out. It was a Minecraft stream, I believe. Anyways, so then from after, so basically, the devil give up part of saying a catchphrase, a mantra, is to always remind us to never give up when we're facing our enemy. Now, we may not be, now, okay, so there are basically going to be like different variations of our group. And trust me when I'm saying this, but right now in my head, I'm coming up with I am basically thinking of like a whole title story for a whole title book series up in my head right now. About each characters and their journey through life, how they all met, and heck, if I will make it, it's like, before you make this book a reality and it gets published, then basically I will pitch this book series to Netflix and say, hey yo, I am trusting you guys with making a series around this book. And a few series around this book. Now, I only have a few requests. And these few requests are basically essential basically make sure you get a voice actor that basically can do like a tough, but like do a voice that basically can be tough, like he sings, like you've been through the darkness, been traveling through the darkness, that he's seen woe and woe and woe, but also that he's basically like somewhat kind of like a pirate voice, but also kind and caring in the tone of his voice. Basically, a person that's through the voice can be basically allow the audience to connect to the character, the soul, to basically resonate with the
Says
as
if you find the subnautical
basically,
station, be sure to look for Goop and say
other
hey.
ones would be like, if you, the other request would probably be like, if you ever do a live action, if Frozen of it, yeah, basically, my only request, if you do, get Nicolas Cage and Johnny Depp in it as well
You're just a
as
shy kid and we're sorry to see you so
the
worn
person
now.
who played John Wick. Those three are must. AKA Nicolas Cage, Johnny Depp, and freaking and effing Keanu Reeves.
Thinks
And
you
just
shouldn't
basically
crawl
have
off
them
your bed when
be
everyone can see you.
in Wakushu
Says they're wary of strangers. They're at
and
war.
basically made them have be the three males of the group. The three male characters of the group. You have free will to who you get as the actress to play Angel and Hannah from it, from the crew. And that's not all. You also, and then probably like my last request is simply for you to stay true to the story as much as they can, so that way they basically it can be as epic as possible. Because okay, so if I was to do this as a story in books, it'd be like the first series. Okay, kind of be like a series as chapter part. So the book for each character, and each character being a series of books. Since it's basically like 5 characters, those each character will have their own book series. Which basically be the first series would be Wakushu. And basically it would be like his story about how he came to be, his travels before he became a space pirate. His event, his life in the void, and him and all the rough and hard times he dealt with.
They don't just let anyone see the sea,
Basically,
but there's something different about you.
and all the hardships he went through, as well as him basically going and basically going through training, moments, practicing, studying.
The Jaggi tribe wants to become omnipresent and, most importantly, feared. They want to vanquish the tribes as the only way they can guarantee peace is through
And how he got
supremacy.
his ship.
The Sisi is determined to let the World Eaters destroy the Tree of Life as it's part of their strategy to cleanse the world and start anew.
His weapon is
He welcomes you to the Jaggi fort and introduces himself as the tribe's Sifu.
his power.
The news of a cold-blooded Ronin crossing the Great Wall through the cracking Bunker 101 preceded you. The wall that separates them from the other side, the wasteland you came from. He guesses the time spent there just left a blank space in your memory, as empty and barren as the wasteland itself.
And it'll be like a
There's something about your spirit that sparks memories of you as a kidling. He can still sense you're kind-hearted.
angel.
Sometimes one memory can make another come to life. He hasn't thought about your Muma for ages, even though she taught him a lot. He was one of the original Wang Fu disciples.
And then
There were 6 of them, but the unity fell apart after Lupa Lupin attacked the old village.
then there'll be like a
Soon after,
spin-off.
they formed new tribes based on their own values, and when the Blight started, the animosity escalated to
Kind of
war.
like a alternate
Jackie doesn't want a new unity between the tribes. Their goal is to become omnipresent and, most importantly, feared. Says fear and hatred is the only path to domination, but you already know that. So embracing that side of you and helping them vanquish the tribes and letting the World Eaters destroy the Tree of Life should be an easy decision.
Instead of them becoming space, instead of them being space pilots, they'll be gangs that basically goes up against other gangs, stealing from gangs,
You understand that the universe runs on the principle that the
committing
one who
crime.
believes others runs the show. The Sisi was waiting for something to tip the balance in their
to be
favor.
filled
And with
so
you
much
on their side,
that
he's
the
confident
police
you can vanquish the other tribes. The one he wants to deal with
scared
first is the
of them.
Myriad tribe.
Well, it's like
Their kin must put an end to the war before the war puts an end to them. It'll cost bruises and broken bone, but they refuse to be the victim here. He wants you to focus. These are the new rival outposts your tribe needs to take control
freaking him
of.
after being
He says you'll regret not being on their side.
being
The only way you'll learn their secrets, Wing Fu and the tribe weapon now,
basically
is if you
makes
defeat
the
them.
folks
And
scared of
that
them.
will never happen. You both share dark thoughts,
And then
so
like
they want to
all
wage
one
war.
smells another version of it
All that's
be like
left behind is casual.
another series of it be like just
Tells
them
you not to be
basically
afraid.
in a
Your folk
medieval
won't be
era
taken
style
from you.
area,
Claim
like
the
era,
rival outposts and earn the right to
and then
wield
basically,
the tribe weapon. Once you've conquered the rivals'
and like
outposts, you
I'm
challenge
picturing
their
right now
Sisi
like
for
how
control
the
of
whole
their
entire
territory,
series would
tribe
end.
weapon, and kin.
So there'll be like
Seeing
5
you brings back his memories of
chapters
the old
for like the
village.
main series
He
for
remembers your
each
kind and
character, like
unselfish
for each
soul, and can sense you still
with
have it in you, the
like
will to do good.
5 series
Anyway, you'll
for
pass
each
your old
character
village on your way to the first
as
rival
chapter
outpost, but we've got no time to be
for the
sentimental.
main one.
War
And then
doesn't
like
wait.
in the last book, it'd be like, look at it, man, you're having them meet for the first time, showing each of them hard steps throughout the journey. Then they find meeting for the first time, and basically seeing each other and joining forces. Then from there, it's like, since they joined together to fight the force, steal, plunder, and give a good show. They basically be dealing with there's a lot of stuff. Then like it'd be like a whole title, which would lead into the 6th series, which would be most likely the series of events that take place when they're all space pirates. And then it'd be like, okay, so how would that end? Well, I'm thinking it'd be like the characters would, like, okay, story-wise, the characters would gain a lot of development throughout those stories and throughout the main story. Like, throughout the whole title stories, and a lot of character development. Meant to us, like, throughout the 6th series. And then basically from there, the way how it would end be kind of like what Kusu would basically do is decide it's find
It's Jagan's
time
fault.
to do is to return home. Home one last time. Which would be the most hardest thing he has ever done. Then with him bringing his crew with him, it was so how much him and the crew has grown, bonded together. It will show them, it will show how far they have went to. And then when it's time, he will basically see his family.
There's a serenity about this spot.
Family. See what has happened to his home, his people. Happened to the void. The destruction that's been happening while he was gone. It will then show them basically
seeing the horror that has happened to them. Well, not to them, but the horror that has happened to Akusu's homeland, which is the void, and basically requires a vessel to travel to and then, like, to and from and around. So basically, like, you need a vessel to enter the void. Or you need to actually be from the void in order to travel to and from.
Time
But it
is
still
lost in
requires
this
a
place, but it
vessel
evokes a tingling sensation. There's something special about it, drawing you closer.
to basically keep you safe. Anyways, oh yeah, seeing the terror has happened, or what has
Let's see.
happened, leading
As time
them
passes, memories
into an
fade,
epic
and
battle
sometimes feelings change. It's not
between
about what you were,
Akusu's
it's about who
family
you'll become. This story is
and
far
current
from over.
king.
Echoes of a long-lost past,
I mean,
like whispers in the wind. Here's someone who
dude,
takes
which
each day as it
is
comes.
fighting
He wonders where you've
Akusu's
been.
dad.
He hopes you've been out at the lake, practicing your swimming technique. Learning to swim can be scary when you don't know what you're doing, but fortunately
Had to
he's here to
basically
give you a helping hand.
to end the rule
He thinks you should really know how to swim by
of
now.
the king.
And he'll be honored.
And basically, it will end with like Wakusu ascending the throne. And basically him entrusting the restoration
Says that wasn't too bad, was
and
it?
like doing what he's trying to restore the void.
Way to go. Don't let the sound of the waves drown out your spirit.
Void
But you need
and basically
practice.
trying to
Lots
do
of
this
practice. Judging by your moves,
is
look, it seems you forgot something.
whole
You promised
pile
you'd train with her
the
before. You know you can't make up for lost time. You should know, practice makes perfect.
the
She'll
of
see
like
you at the village square. She says that's good. With a passion for learning, you'll never cease to
basically
grow.
and doing what he's trying to restore the void to like
Here's
before
another familiar
it
face with
basically
lots
went
on his mind.
to time before
He was hoping you could
the
help him
void
pick up some scrap for a
had
thingamajig he's
became
working on.
a place where woe is constant.
He thinks you're truly a kidling of your environment. You should
The
look for
time
things that are
and time being
recyclable. It shouldn't take you too
great
long to find some.
and basically like try to bring peace to the void. And like I feel like if I do it like that, and this is like for the books, then it would be kind of like a heartfelt moment where the group is literally trying to create a better world. Now,
He wonders what usefulness you've found.
going to, I'm going to explain like what is. Hold on, let me get it up. Hold on. Hold on, let me try and find it. I see what I can call it. Okay, so the garden Anama is a place that we like. It's basically a place.
He says every little thing counts.
It's basically a
He
place
can work wonders with
that
almost
inside of
anything and asks if you know how to upcycle.
basically, it's a garden within the very souls of everyone. A place that's within every single living thing. No matter who you are, no matter the species, the garden is inside of you. A place of beauty. It's a realm that's beautiful. A realm where even extinct creatures are surviving in harmony. And peace. And basically basically the garden itself is one of three places. The beauty of it is basically the one of three places. To those who haven't unchained the flow, those who haven't unchained their soul, they'll basically feel and simply see the garden as not what it truly is, but just as an ocean of lyrics, an ocean of songs. And when they basically finally unchain the flow, unchain the soul, it basically allows them to see the garden for what it truly is. A beautiful place that almost feels like a dream. A place where it's like almost
almost anything could happen. And that's just on one level of it. That's basically in kind of like one area of it. The garden has three the gardens have, I guess you could say the garden has three versions, three places. Sits. First, there's the garden itself. A beautiful place. I guess if basically a person was basically trying to do was this type of religion into this or trying to make sense of it through religion. The garden of the soul, I guess, could be seen as equivalent to the Garden of Eden. And living in everything that is alive. And that's not all. Basically, that's like all the folks. Then it's just like on the folks garden. There's like two other those. So above the garden is basically above the garden is basically kind of like, so basically in the first garden you can see the sky. It's beautiful. It's starry no matter if it's basically day or night in the garden. The stars are beautiful. Not as bright as the sun. And yes, there is a sun in the garden, as well as a moon. And basically, this basically is a representation of the day and night cycles. Of how something is beautiful during the day and how something is beautiful at night. And basically, above the garden is garden and just so is. Oh, basically. Oh, aka Garden of Light, aka Garden of Holiness, Garden of Righteousness, which is basically a garden that looks more like a modern town, like a modern city, and look kind of advanced, basically, but not too advanced. It's like a combination between nature and civilization. In this garden, you will find winged people living with creatures of myth. It's basically the equivalent of
it's basically a mythical society living above the Garden of Souls. But without that garden interfering with the Garden of Souls in terms of environment and stuff like that. Both of those gardens basically they exist in harmony with each other, with all three. And basically, even though that garden, the Garden of Light, is basically of light and holiness and all that stuff, and myth, and mystical is opposite the Garden of Doors. Is or God of Darkness, aka the Abyss, aka the Garden of Abyss, is not so good. If I were to basically try to try to explain the Garden of the
Only a
Abyss,
few are willing to do
the
the
Garden
little
of
things, but if you
Darkness,
make enough of them, they can have
in
a
the most
big impact
simplest way
too. He'd love to
that I
teach you
can.
to upcycle, and the scrap you found would be a good
It's
start.
basically worse than purgatory. A place worse than purgatory itself. Which in itself is a very bad place. No monsters go. To when they die. And
You did well,
basically,
but he can't help but wonder why
Abyss
you
is
decided to
Abyss.
craft a weapon. He
Is
believes being considerate will help you feel at peace with yourself.
resource in it.
He's looking forward to seeing what you'll make
This
next.
is
Seems you have a talent for this. It looks like she's starting to lose her patience.
very dangerous.
You know she doesn't like waiting for you. She wants to see you on the village square right away. Then you've got a good excuse. You share a responsibility to prevent hardship on nature and the environment. It's your future. She wants you to grow up and start thinking for yourself. You really need to find it. That's all she's ever asked of you, that you try and give it your best. You can't do more than
Your
that.
best
You've always followed your own path, but this time she needs you to follow her.
the Garden of Darkness, the Abyss. If you basically want to survive, and you want
Aim at your turn. Better watch out.
escape it. If you stay quiet, don't
He
make a
asks you
sound,
to stop right there and wonders where you
and
think
try
you're
to
going.
run as fast as you can, or swim as fast as you can, without making a sound.
He says that it's not too late for you to turn back, though. There's no way they'll let you pass. He wants to know who you think you are.
So he's like, and try to, that's your only hope at survival. Don't make a sound, and try to get out there as fast as you can. For if you don't, the creatures of the abyss might find you. And when they do, it ain't gonna be pretty. And it ain't gonna be holy. The three gardens represent the soul. And I guess you could say is basically like limbo. For when you are getting judged. Again, if I will just basically try to talk this into a religion type deal, the garden itself, the one that everyone can visit, the one that is the garden of the soul, is basically like limbo. But when you die, you go there. You can't leave the garden of the soul if you are already dead. And basically, once in the garden of the soul, and it's your turn to be judged. If you have done wrong in the past, then you be cast down into the abyss below, the garden of darkness, having to survive and survive all the horrors in the garden of darkness, unable to escape it. But if you have done good and been faithful and basically have done evil deeds, you'll be able to ascend to the garden of light. Well, you basically light. In other words, if I were to put this into a Christian view, the garden of soul is like limbo. The garden of light is basically like heaven. The garden of darkness, aka the abyss, is basically heck, also known as AC double hockey sticks. And basically, if you have done wrong, you go to AC double hockey sticks. If you have done wrong, you basically go to heaven. Basically like that. That's for me just trying to base like the different religions, versions of heaven and hell. And basically, it's like that for the three gardens. Now, a person visiting the Garden of Souls is able to go down into the Garden of Darkness and above into the Garden of Light, freely and able to leave them, as long as they're still alive.
because basically only the living can, and I do mean only the living can go to between the three gardens willingly, as well as being able to get out of said gardens, as it's only in death will you be trapped for eternity in said garden. And basically, that's the garden of the souls. That is the garden of the soul. A place that's beautiful. A place where songs and lyrics can be relied upon. A place where songs and lyrics are there. A place of beauty. A place where songs resonate with you. That's the garden of the souls. That's the garden of souls. And basically, for every time in the past, I have said I feel the flow, and I have said let's ride this song. It's basically it's basically the Demon Luno's catchphrase. Basically, it can be interpreted in certain ways. The first way is basically, I feel the soul. Let's ride this song. Now, this which can be put as, I feel the soul. What this means is you, as the person, feels the connection, feels the song resonating with you. And then basically the let's ride this song. Not ride. It's basically saying, can be interpreted as this. Let's ride this wave. Or as this. Let's go out in glory. And both in every way possible. Let's ride this song. It's meant to be it's meant to be the simple words that's the ignition. Well, not the ignition, but rather the trigger. Or, I guess, is the combustion. Basically, with I feel the flow being ignition, and that's why this song being, well, I guess you could think of it like I feel the flow being the key, and that's why this song being the ignition, or stuff like that.
It meant to be like a way for the
You have to
potion
face pain at some point. He offers
to
to help you get it
basically
over with.
reach the Garden of Soul. So, and basically do a lot. Oh, I remember you.
She asks if you're hurt. What happened? She says it's nice of you to consider them, but they have weapon training at sunrise tomorrow, so they'll need all the rest they can get. The most important thing is that you're okay. It's time to focus on your training now.
That's basically what they meant to be. And our hope and our goals are the same. To be a beacon of hope for the people. Now when I say hardships, basically
Here's someone close to
throughout the
heart,
entirety of
doing
the
what he does
story,
best.
whose for
He
first 5
asks if you
series
could help him too before you...
would
He
be
wishes that was true
basically
for your Mooma too, but
depressing
guiding the
at
village into the
most.
future and teaching Wang Fu to her disciples seems more
Chronologically, the way
important for
you
every
would
day.
basically watch it,
He suggests you get going and find him gadgets and ideas for how you can
or
upcycle
I
some
guess
old
the best
fabrics.
or read it is basically Wakusu Fos, and then basically the rest of them chronological, although we, I guess, Wakusu, Hin, the Veld Male, Hannah, Angel. So you guys can basically get like a good grasp of these characters before.
He's curious
Like
to
that's
see
just
what you found.
temporarily gonna be the
He's all for renewal and has even
chronological
considered
order.
making the trip out into the wilds to look for a bionuclear spool and
And this
refresh
is
his
if I
DNA.
actually do make the books.
He says it's about time you learn how and offers to teach you,
Basically,
starting with the scrap you found.
and then basically it goes from that.
The style might be too edgy for his taste, but it looks
Be
sharp to
like,
you.
okay.
You should take it with you. Leave
Then
it to
it
Fred.
goes to 6 series would be the
He's looking
last
forward to seeing what you'll make
series
next. It seems you have a
of the
talent for
group's
this.
adventure before the void. And I guess the 7th series would be basically them basically trying to fix the void. Trying to bring the power of trying to resonate with void to help the Voidians resonate
Your Mooma says it's
with their
about time you
soul,
got here.
with the and trying to restore the void to its former glory before all the woe has happened. This is basically, and that would be like and then basically that'd be like the final books. So you basically give the series a good an attempt and what could probably be seen as either a bad or a good ending to the series. And basically, the idea of said series of books is he basically
Allow you, the readers, to feel all the emotions. To basically feel like you, the viewers, are invested in the story. Like you, as the viewers, are basically part of said story. And because of this, well, when I do start making the books, because right now it's just me and Ken, and yes, I don't have a team of animators, and yes, I do not have a team of artists, so, and writers, and editors. Let's see. Basically, with like books, it might be no pixels, but that's the thing. If I ever become famous, and I decide to make the books famous, I will have the artists and I actually do manage to get like a whole entire teams. I'll have the artists basically design each of the freaking amazing characters' looks, as well as everything about them. The whole entire, as well as all the pixels in the book in a manga-like style. Before it becomes published. And then like the other versions of it be digital versions. So the artist basically will create two versions of the same art. One to where it's like beginning I think the book version and then the digital version.
Wants you to understand that you can do anything if you work really hard.
And then
She
basically,
says she is eager to get started. You don't
and then
have
like
much
if I
time
become
left before the
famous,
sun goes down.
and if basically the any case, I think if I take the series up, then basically, and I am famous by then, I basically will have a team of animators to animate the series and upload it to YouTube.
She's so proud of you.
A team of musicians will basically help design the
Thanks you for being
songs.
such a good student. Been working on a present for you
Will
with the
like
help
basically
of Gizmo and Wiz. You
a
should
lot
go see him and find out what it is. You've deserved it.
of the stuff basically be free and like a lot, but keep in mind, even as a book and even as a TV series or animated series on YouTube,
Your Muma says she's
so it's
never
meant
seen an apparatus
to
as
basically
green as
have
this little
you,
thing.
the
It's
viewer,
wonderful.
feel like
A
you're part
piece
of the
of
story,
spectronics like this has built-in
and
old
basically
world
have
tech
you
that makes
as
it
the
open
viewers
communication
basically
channels. It's
get
called an
engaged
automaton,
and
and
basically
it's
feel like
hardwired
you're
to
part
your
of the
DNA.
story and all
It'll
that stuff,
follow wherever
and
you
basically have
go and
epic
see
moments
whatever
by
you see.
while also having you as the viewers
You're lucky to have such a fine helper
be
with you.
excited for more and
Your
more.
Muma says you look tired. No wonder. It's been a long day. She's so happy you make
And then,
use
like,
of it. Rest, and you'll find strength for tomorrow.
it then goes from that to being, and like, if I ever decide to turn this into a video game, though, that'd be
Nothing
different
can
because
stop
a lot of the
Biomutant
stuff
from setting
basically
the
be the
world on
same, but
fire.
all in one game. With 5 characters, leading basically up to the moment where they all meet Makusu.
Your Muma urges you to blaze a trail. A
It'd be kind of
burnt
like the
kindling will
same
burn to
in
red
this
fire.
book ending, except for Makusu, well, it's basically
That's just adding fuel to the flames.
he is basically becoming like at the end of his
Give it a
book, it'd
last
be
burst and you'll make it.
him as a had became a traveler. So, and then like at the end of each of the
Your Muma
characters'
says this is
books,
it. The time has come. She must fight Lupa Lupin.
it'd be
This time there's no
basically
escape. She can hear him coming.
has the characters in a
Whatever happens, you need to know she loves you. And
at their
everything
darkest
she's
moment.
done has been to protect
A
you,
traveler
your Popsy, and those
who
she was chosen to lead.
goes and
Here it
basically
comes. The past coming to haunt the present.
Meet them to bring them back from the darkness. And then they basically join him on his adventures.
You must go through fire
And then
and water to make it out of here.
basically you'd be like
Your Muma says you can make it
looking
if
at
you
that
believe.
being
Where she goes, you go. Blood is thicker than water. You're in deep surf. Don't make waves. The surf goes where it wants to go. It'll take you to the shore as long as you go with the flow.
and then like basically goes like picking the mapping, and I guess and at the end of the last book it goes into the 6th series, which is before this whole title, which is set
Death is not to be
after
feared by
the
one who has
those
lived life
5,
with a pure heart. A part of her will live on in you.
allowing the book to continue
The creature
and
is
work
hungry for more. Nothing is
upon
going to
each
stand in its
other.
way now.
now if you are curious, like, okay, you don't know, like, okay, if you're curious
If a
how the heck,
sacrifice is made for someone
like, what
else,
would
it's not
Makusu look
lost,
like as a
but passed
traveler?
on to the next. Life must go on. Real sacrifice
Well,
comes from
okay, so
love
here's
and
what
necessity
Kusu
when
would look
all
like
other
as a
options are
traveler.
exhausted. The ultimate test of conscience
A
is the
maxic,
willingness to give
like
up
a
anything
max
to
figure
save what you truly care
in a
about.
hood, an outfit. And this
What
outfit,
you
like,
do for
is a
yourself
rope outfit with
dies
a
with you.
hood.
What you do for your kin remains and makes you immortal in their memory.
He's wearing goggles and a mask that covers his face. The goggles are tinted, so people can't see his face.
As the moment fades and is lost, the
His
only thing
hands
that
are
remains is
covered.
loneliness. It doesn't mean you'll forget your past.
with
It simply
gloves.
means you need to move on.
Hopes. Oh, basically, the outfit itself is like a cloak. Yeah, let's go with cloak. It's basically a cloak in figure with a hood over his head, a mask covering his face. Well, not the goat. Yeah, let's take the goat part out. Max covering his face. No one knows what he actually looks like.
They couldn't keep it down. Fluffhouse on the loose.
Will love. Looks like it's made of leather. So made unknown substance from the other. Its strength is stronger than titanium,
They've received news that
stronger
Ronin joined the
than a
tribe's ranks and
diamond,
were looking forward to meeting you.
and it's
A group of Jagni warriors are already
very
waiting for you at
flexible.
Myriad's Vespidut outpost. You should hurry there and help them storm
Reason
the
for
outpost.
this look is basically because of what happened in Wakusu's story, from him going as a prince to how he became a werewolf to basically him becoming a traveler before he became a space pirate. Now, at that time, he did have a license. Like, at the end of his story, he basically would have his license of becoming, like, he basically would have his license to be a space pirate by that point in the story. And this is, like, basically what I was planning to do in VR with Wakusu's Hotel acts, like with the Hotel acts parts. Act 1 will be him basically like the Hotel space pilot training. Act 2 would basically be him in prison. Act 3 will basically be him just trying to survive.
Mercy is for the weak. The Jagni tribe seek no one's sympathy.
And basically, and like of the struggles he goes through. Then it basically goes from that.
Was something called a corporate
Yeah, that's basically what the acts
and our
was
world
supposed to
still
be.
bears the marks of the massive
But music
ecological
wise,
catastrophes they inflicted upon the land.
because a
The
lot of the songs
apocalypse they
for
caused was
one
the
act
end of
are
days for their
copyrighted.
world. But for us, it was simply a beginning. Look, an emergency box from the old days. Wow, bet that nut makes a tight fist.
Ooh. And basically this was, but yeah. And then basically went into different things. Oh yeah, fun little fact. In each story, and
Tunnels
basically,
like this still carry echoes from the past. Can you hear it?
like the whole tragedy of. Wait, am I still alive? Yeah, I am. Of the whole title, them a complete way of resistance as well as fighting.
Wrecking fest.
And basically, in the point of where Kusu becomes a werewolf, it's like when he basically. It's also when he basically loses his eye. Like, it's basically when he basically loses one of his eyes. And basically for Wakusu himself,
Reflexed. You can take it.
he's basically... Oh wait, here is General. So I need to be level 7. And basically because of this, at that point where he loses an eye, it's meant to basically be a moment of hardship. A moment to basically have it makes you so that he now has to fight harder. And slowly losing his ability to trust other people. Now, besides that, there are things that you can probably be able to. Like, he does have killing too. Like, he does have weaponry on him. One of the weaponry on him is a pistol. One is basically a laser pistol. Or more better actually, a revolver. A laser revolver. On his back is a katana. As well, not a katana, but basically on his back is a sword.
and an instrument case. As he basically is carrying an instrument with him, so basically his skill in terms of non-clothing are a laser revolver, a freaking sword, and well, like a guitar case. And in a guitar case, there is a guitar in it, but also another instrument in it, along with a pick. So basically, the other instrument that he has with him is a harmonica. Now at this moment, he ain't really good with the guitar. He's good with the harmonica, so he plays it a lot more than he does the guitar. But he still has the guitar with him. And basically, the way how he survives, as this is a moment in time where Wakusu isn't, it's just still a traveler. So basically, what happens at that moment is basically Wakusu
How does this underplace go on?
basically receives cats and stuff like that, and rewards for what he does.
Toxanol was something called a corporate juggernaut, and our world still bears the marks of the massive ecological catastrophe they inflicted
to
upon
even
our
hunting
world.
down
The apocalypse they
bounties.
caused was the end of days for their world. But for us,
You know,
it was simply a beginning.
turning in the bounties. And basically that's how he makes his living before he becomes before he even gets his entire crew. Decides to use his license as to be a space pirate. That's basically a moment of his. And because of this, that's how he basically that's basically like how he would be seen to the people at the end of these 5 books. A mysterious traveler. Just going through his entirety, just going from world to world. Just trying to find himself.
That notice board, filled with the leftovers of
And
used
then
to be
basically
once.
he just
You're getting close to one of those old Toxanol brick towns. Pay
they're
attention.
basically like that.
The Toxanol
Just
Corporation made this
just a
place, and then
mysterious
just
traveler.
threw it away when they were done with it. Well, small ones. Places like this were cheap back in those days, and there was plenty of
Yeah,
space.
that's basically
Get
like
done with
how it
one
would
place,
be.
just build another. There must be a track somewhere in this brick town. Just hope it's not
Besides that,
buried.
yeah, that's basically
I think I covered a lot of it. And then there was like...
The best stories are about heroes. This is such a story.
Like stuff like that, man. I think I covered everything I said I would cover in the community post. Let's see, talk about the garden. You know, so I did cover that. Crew and goals and hopes. Yeah, I did cover that. Is there something I'm missing? I don't think I'm missing anything. Yeah, I think I covered
Never
everything.
thought I'd... You need to get the pegs lined up to get the clothes soaker rolling. That's spiraled out of control. You need to turn the pegs in sync.
Finally.
You really put a spin on it.
But yeah. And by the way, guys, if you're wondering,
Worth going outside just to see the night sky.
the last stream of this year will be on the 23rd. So let's save this game. And if we hit 50 likes, I will turn this into a series. That's if what I read online is true about no copyright. Because if there is copyright, because if this music and this is copyright, then I basically am just gonna like edit out the music on my laptop, and then basically go and turn the music on the game off just to basically be safe. Oh, whatever part of it was copyrighted off, well, not except for characters, but basically in terms of sound. So yeah, see you guys next time. Bye. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. The notification bell to basically notify when I go live and upload. And share with family and friends to help the channel go. Probably 50 likes, and we basically start the series means. And if you hit 100 likes, I mean not 100 likes, 100 subscribers, I will do a Cyberpunk series on YouTube.